Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I will be showing you the best Prismatic Titan build in Destiny 2 for the funnel shape. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way out and helps me a lot in the long run. Also, we're doing a funnel shape giveaway. If you want to have a shot at winning a copy, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down how much you're enjoying the funnel shape so far, or if you've played it yet. Nonetheless, I'll quit yapping and I'll get into it. So here we are. Now, I know. I'm not going to show the build off in the EDZ. I'm going to cover something very, very important. I am buying the Warlord's Rune dungeon later on today. So for future references, the videos will take place there when I showcase a build. Alright, so I know, my stats are a mess right now. Some of my stuff isn't infused. I'll talk about this in a minute, but let's cover the prismatic aspects and fragments first. So for Transcendence, you're going to want Electrified Snare, Transcendent. For the super, you can either use Glacial Quake or Blade Fury. I like Glacial Quake just for the stasis. You'll see why later when we run Shiver Strike. Now, for this build, you have to have Thruster on, and then Strafe Lift or Catapult. Shiver Strike to synergize with our super, you'll see why later. Then Pulse Grenade, or you can run Glacier Grenade, but I like Pulse Grenade. You can also run this Thermite Grenade. Thermite Grenade works really well, it does a lot of damage, and it's pretty good for ad clear. For your aspects, Unbreakable, this will allow you to get a nice overshield at the cost of your grenade. And then, now this is the very, very important part of this build. The aspect Dredgen's Lash. This build right here really synergizes off this thing. It binds to V, so when you press your barricade, you get a really nice, ad clear. So, as you can see for fragments, Facet of Courage, your Arc and Solar and Void abilities deal increased damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. So, our darkness debuffs here is going to be Strand. Facet of Balance, rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy, so we're going to have that melee there. And then Facet of Hope, while you have an elemental buff, your class abilities regenerate more quickly. This will help our Thruster and our Shiver Strike. Then Facet of Dawn, powered melee's hits against targets make you Radiant. This will give us Radiant with Knockout. You could switch out Unbreakable for Knockout, but yeah. Then Facet of Purpose, picking up an overpower grants either Amplified Restoration, Frost Armor, Woven Mail, or Overshield based on the damage type of your super. For the final aspect, you can ideally switch this out for Facet of Ruin. This will give you 10 mobility, increase the size and damage burst when you shatter a stasis crystal. This will help your super. Now for exotics, there's two options here. I'm just running Heart of Endless Light just for the melee buff here. I know it sounds really, really silly, but yeah. Just hear me out on Heart of Endless Light. Now, ideally to make this the best build, you're going to switch off to Syntho Steps. I did make a Syntho Steps build, but I wanted to showcase a new exotic. For stat distribution, 10 Discipline, 10 Resilience, and 10 Strength, ideally if you can get triple 100s. There's no synergized weapons here. Like, I like Thunderlord or Hothead, or even running like a bait and switch GL. So, how do you do the rotations of this build? In short, it's fairly simple, right? I mean, we use our Thruster ability here. We get powered abilities, which is going to give us our grenades back faster. Now we have our Thermite Grenade, right? So if we take this into a place with just a lot of ads. Now, obviously, this is not meant for DPS. This is just meant for ad clear potential. But as you can see, I have Frost Armor right now. And then if I use my Shiver Strike, I still have it refreshed. So you get Frost Armor all the time. You're going to have infinite abilities with this, so it is really, really nice. The rotation here is ideally just using all three of your abilities to get one ability back. So if we look right here, we kill a few ads. We're getting a nice little amount of our Thruster back. Come on, walk in there. There we go. So, you have your Thruster, and then you have empowered abilities. Now, ideally here, we have suspended targets. So you're always going to have a Tangle, a Diamond Lance, or something along the lines of, just a debuff that's going to make you do more damage to targets. Now, you can switch the Unbreakable aspect for Knockout, which I'm going to do after I post this video here, because you definitely do want Knockout for the health regeneration, because this build, I mean, let's be real, this build really does not have much survivability. Look at my health, right? If I had Knockout, I would have been alive so many more times here, so that definitely does help a lot. But the build rotation is definitely just going to be using your abilities here left and right. If you don't actually use your abilities like that, I mean, this is where just not having health regeneration really hits. And I'm only running 5 recovery, so this really does hurt. I mean, obviously, survivability, this build does not give you the best survivability, so that's something to consider if you're not a high top PvE player like me. So, survivability is going to be a major, major problem. But, when we use our super, see that? We get a nice suspension here. We can just sit here, wait to kill him or so. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the build. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like, sub, have a great night. Check out our sponsor. Guardians, I would like to recommend you a fantastic service. Devane.net, you can find teams to complete different activities like raids, dungeons, Trials of Osiris, exotic farming, and many more endgame activities. The best part about the services is it does not require you to share your account information whatsoever. You don't need to give your login or password to order service that you like. All you have to do is select the self-play option. To do this, select something you like. In this case, I'll do Crow Design. You're going to choose your clear option. I'll be doing the full clear, so click full clear. Then select the self-play option. As you can see right now, we have $25. To get a discount, make sure you type in code HECTIC for a 15% discount here. As we can see right now, our total is $25.05. If we apply this coupon, we get $24, so you save $1. I would highly advise doing this. From here, you're going to choose a payment method. There's Visa, PayPal, and a few other payment options. In this case, we'll be using Visa. From here, agree to the terms and services, and then proceed to checkout. I would highly recommend Niming.net, especially because the funnel shape is releasing and there's many awesome services that can be done. That's all for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one.